straight from the soul with it. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, one day, y'all gonna admit that I'm right about a lot of stuff. Like, y'all gonna admit it one day, bruh. Now, I don't know when that day gonna be, because most of y'all just too stubborn for real. But I already told y'all, man. I've been saying this over and over. I told y'all who I believe was the secret hand behind the scenes. Call it all the shots for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, a lot of people say I was crazy, delusional, but let's get right into it. Kobe Bryant, the greatest player to ever breathe oxygen, in my opinion. And when he speaks, cars stop, trains stop, the water dry up in the lakes, bruh. The entire world stops when Kobe Bryant speaks, bruh. Okay. Kobe Bryant responded to a fan on Twitter calling to get Luke Walton fired. And Kobe responded by saying, "Relax, entire squad D near out. We were playing pretty well before that. Hashtag get healthy. Hashtag Laker fam." Now, what did I tell y'all? The signs and evidence is right there. But he's never just going to come out and say, "I run the Lakers." Just like LeBron is never going to come out and say, "I'm the GM and I get what I want." Rich Paul, my best friend, just like Rob Pelinka is Kobe Bryant's best friend, who happens to be the Lakers general manager. They get what they want. When Kobe told Jeannie Buss to fire her brother, the report was from a credible source in Sam Amick. But it's right in y'all faces. This was simply a message to all the overly emotional fans who are game to game that just overreacts about everything. Kobe has to be politically correct. I think he has either a secret role for the Lakers that either him and Jeannie Buss agreed to contractually, or he's just calling the shots through Rob Pelinka, making the moves to get his 6th NBA championship. Because he was secretly recruiting LeBron James the entire time. He'd been saying that he wanted to play with LeBron for years. One of the main reasons Kobe got hurt is because he didn't have any help. When you get to about 34, 35, your body can't do certain things like Kobe can't do what an 18 and 19-year-old can do. So that's why you need another superstar level caliber player beside you to be able to take a large part of that role. And you take, because if you're going out there trying to play 40 minutes and trying to be the Kobe that you was when you was 24 and 25, you're not going to be able to do that. But once you get up there in age, you start to gain wisdom, be the clutch Kobe. But he can't carry a team, and it's about angles and about footwork. That's why he was able to prolong his career, because of his footwork, his foot movement. He perfected his craft. The reason Jordan had the advantage and was able to play into his mid-30s is because Michael Jordan operated in the post. He wanted Rajon Rondo at the time. That's why he sat down and had breakfast with Rondo. And like I said, and Rondo happens to be on the team right now, by the way. But Jim Buss was going in a totally different direction. He put Ed Davis, Jordan Hill, Nick Young, Ryan Kelly, Robert Sacre, a bunch of nobody and a bunch of rookies around Kobe. And that's when Magic told Kobe, like, if Jim Buss don't get you another superstar, then you need to retire. And what happened? He retired. And Jeannie wasn't going to do anything. So Kobe told her to fire her brother. And Kobe knows if Jim is gone, he has a better chance of getting what he wants. Kobe is going to be politically correct, because if he tells everybody, "I'm running the Lakers," when everything goes wrong, then who are they going to blame? They're going to blame Kobe. And let's just be clear, if this was any other coach, they would have been fired by now. Luke Walton would have been gone by now. But Kobe has praised Luke Walton multiple times. Kobe Bryant is the one that wants Luke Walton. And that's why I told y'all, Luke Walton is not going anywhere, because Kobe Bryant likes Luke Walton. He compares Luke Walton to Phil Jackson. People could say what they want about Luke Walton, but he could coach his butt off. Like, he's a great coach. He has a great basketball mind, but he just has a bunch of young guys. Say if this was any other coach, they would be gone. Like when LeBron was in Cleveland, look how fast David Blatt was gone and players were traded. LeBron had control of the Cavs. LeBron is used to having control. People kept saying, "Jeannie Buss, Jeannie wants Luke and Jeannie loves Luke." Like, no, I'm sure Jeannie loves Luke Walton, but if her brother was in control at the time, he went through all them coaches that he went through, why you don't think she would trust Magic, who's one of the greatest basketball players, to do his job? If it could help us win banners, why wouldn't she trust Rob? But her brother is gone, which means she most likely listened to Kobe. When you see Luke Walton walking around yelling, screaming and stuff, once he gets superstars, and once stars come to the team, he gonna be sitting most of the time. just sitting down like Phil Jackson and Steve Kerr did on the sidelines. Phil Jackson went through losing periods. You remember when Shaq got traded? And people always talk about when MJ left, the Bulls won 50 games, but they never talk about the season after that. Go back and watch the videos. This is why I said Kobe Bryant fans, who majority of us take up a large portion of the fan base, I told you what has to happen for us to coexist. Kobe, one of my favorite players, but I gotta call stuff out. You talk about injuries, but we still got crushed by teams like the Rockets, Toronto without Kawhi, losing to the Spurs. Like, it's still no reason we lose to the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Knicks, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, come on. I don't care if LeBron's out. I don't care. It doesn't matter who's out. You don't lose to the New York Knicks. You know, you can't sell me a Toyota and convince me I'm buying a Bentley. Like, you just can't do it. But y'all was telling me Kobe's enjoying retirement. I'm like, bro, no, he's not. He's been talking about basketball since he retired. And by Kobe coming out and defending Luke Walton, whose team got blown out so many times, I'm talking about the Lakers, got blown out and losing to some of the most mediocre teams in the NBA right now, it just further proves my point of why I said he wouldn't get fired months ago. Because Kobe Bryant wants Luke Walton to be the coach. Kobe is strategic. He knows what to respond to on Twitter and what not to respond to. And why did he respond? Because he knows the next day after last night getting blown out by the Timberwolves, he knows that the media main headlines will be, should Luke Walton be fired? So he took a page out of LeBron James' book and changes the narrative. Now most of the headlines are Kobe Bryant, who's in the headlines, defends Luke Walton. It takes some of the pressure off the Lakers front office from the fans demanding that Luke Walton be fired. And if Kobe defends Luke Walton, then the fan base continues to defend Luke Walton because of Kobe's influence on the fan base. Like you guys said, of course, he's enjoying retirement. He has nothing to do with basketball or the Lakers' decisions in the organization. Then why does Kobe need to respond? I wonder why. But I told y'all, it's like chess. That's all it is. It's like the game of chess, and the young core is just pawns on the chessboard. It's like the TV series The Wire. I keep doing this analogy. Kobe Bryant is Avon Barksdale. LeBron James is like Marlo Stanfield. Just like Marlo, they want to be the king. He want to wear the crown. LeBron wants to be looked at as greater than MJ, who everybody calls the GOAT. Kobe does as well. Marlo wanted to run the entire streets of Baltimore, but he had to remove Proposition Joe and take Proposition Joe Connect. Avon Barksdale knew what Marlo was trying to do. Because like in chess, you know a person's move before they make it. You have to be 10 steps ahead. Avon Barksdale told Marlo, whatever work you needed to do through the Russians, you got to go through me first. Because in here, I'm like an authority figure. It's the same thing with Kobe, which is why Kobe told Jeannie Buss to fire her brother and why Rob Pelinka, who is Kobe Bryant's former agent and best friend, is the general manager. So I think the reports about nobody wanting to play with LeBron were intentional to scare players away. I think LeBron getting locked into a 4-year deal was also strategic as well by the Lakers, because LeBron can't go nowhere. He can't get traded to a team unless it's one of the worst teams like the Knicks or the Nets or other sucky teams, because if stars don't want to play with him, where are you going to get traded to? You're stuck with all this pressure, and it's a large amount of pressure in LA. LA pressure is totally different than anywhere else. To whereas it's very stressful because the news media will eat you alive. They don't worship you. They're not going to worship you as, oh, art thou King LeBron. And in my opinion, this current team, it has no shooters. It was strategically done like that. To me, all playmakers, this team, in my opinion, is more built and designed for a player like Kobe Bryant. This team looks more like it's built for Kobe. Just think, LeBron James don't fit with Ingram and a lot of these guys. And the way LeBron James plays, it won't allow him to fit with those type of guys. But like Kobe said, LeBron is a facilitator by nature. I'm a scorer by nature. You know, the Lakers could have been traded for shooters. They could have been traded for stars by now. They could have traded for Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. So use your brain. Connect the dots. Do you really think, from this past free agency, do you think that they would rather choose a 34-year-old LeBron and pay him all that money when his career is coming to an end in like 3 years, and you know he's going to stunt the young core growth? You really think they would choose him over a younger Paul George who you could use towards the future, or Kawhi Leonard? You really think they're going to wait until 2019 when free agents say they don't want to play with LeBron and it's a risk? Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't think so. They're not that stupid. Kobe Bryant said out his own mouth to Jeannie Buss, we know who we trying to get, which was LeBron James, and they got him. Kobe wanted Rondo. They got him. He wanted LeBron. They got him. Luke Walton is the coach. He wants Luke Walton. His best friend, his agent is the general manager. I mean, how many more dots do I have to connect here, people, for you to wake up, bruh?